our graphs and see patterns on that graph. So another thing that data visualization help us to do is it enhances communication, because when I'm working in an organization, for example, a hospital, for example, and they tell me to come and tell them about the relationship between the systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure, for example. So if I present a data to them that looks like this and this, if I just present something like this to them, it will not be as good as if I present a visual demonstration to the stakeholders that need to use this information for something. So data visualization also help us with exploration. It's help us in exploration, and it also help us to tell stories with that data. There are hidden stories in every data, and it is through visualization that we can be able to tell that data appropriately. So it also helps us with error detection, and it increases productivity. There are a lot of benefit that you can get from visualization instead of looking at data like that. So to start with, okay, now we have these two columns here, the systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. I'd like to create an empty sheet, and I'll name this sheet graphs. So whatever graph we plot, we are going to bring it to this sheet. So if I want to check the relationship between these two variables now, all I have to do is select two of them like this. Then I come to insert. I can come here and do it with this type of graph. I can do a scatter plot. So let's wait for it while it loads. It's taking a bit of time. Good. I don't think it should take this much time. So this is our scatter plot, for example. The systolic blood pressure is on the, okay, the diastolic blood pressure is on the y-axis, while the systolic blood pressure is on the x-axis. Now this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. You see, the diastolic blood pressure is on the x-axis, while the systolic blood pressure is on the y-axis. So if we look at this data, for example, we can tell whoever needs information about this data that as this is increasing from 0 going up like this, we can also see this also increasing from 0. It is going up like this. So the higher we go, the higher the systolic blood pressure, the higher the diastolic blood pressure. And you know, there's something very interesting that we are just noticing on this data. If we look at this point here, this particular point here, it is telling us that the diastolic blood pressure is 295, while the systolic blood pressure is 135. Looking at this data now, I can, you know, it is through visualization that I am seeing this. Looking at the data ordinarily on this chart, I cannot discover what I'm about to say regarding this point now. This point is actually something like an outlier. It is too far from the other data points. So in data analysis, we are going to further examine this point. We're going to further examine this point. So the point with 295. So if we look at this place now, we can write a function to show us that particular point. So that we know, say, I can say, to get the maximum of this particular column, I can say, I can write it equals to like this, and I say max. Then I select here and I press enter. So this is 295. No, I actually wanted to take us to that particular location where we have 295. So I'm not sure, maybe for people in medical field, is this kind of data actually compatible with life? Please, can somebody turn on his or her mic to tell us something? Is this actually compatible with life?
295 systolic. Sorry, sir, I cannot see.
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Sorry, sir, your screen is not visible. It's visible, but like I'm not seeing the Excel spreadsheet.
Okay, this is the Excel file.
Yes. So you're saying
So
180, 110.
no. I'm talking about the 295.
No, the person's blood vessels would have exploded by then. It's not compatible with life.
Sorry, the person?
The person's blood vessels would have exploded. It's not compatible with life. It's too high.
Aha. So this point is okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So this point is actually not compatible with life. So in what we can do is we can actually drop this point from our data. We can actually drop this one, or we can go back to the person's medical record to verify the actually correct point. We have errors like this mostly because of it is actually human error. While they are trying to enter the data, they can enter a wrong value. So those are the things that gives us value like this. Those are the things that gives us value like this. So it is through data exploratory analysis, through data visualization, that we are actually discovering this anomaly in our data set. So this is one of the plots we are going to make. I'm actually trying to do a control. I think we lost our graph. Let's do that again. So I select the two of them. I came to insert, and under these graphs, I chose this one. Okay, let's actually choose this one. Aha, there is something like this. There's something like this. We can decide to delete this one. Let's use something else. There is also this kind of plots. They are called bubble plots. They are actually bigger than the regular scattered plots. They are called bubble plots. Let it come up. Aha. So this is an example of bubble plots. So let me Control X. Thank you. I paste it. Control V. Uh-oh, the Excel file is off. So we made our first example with systolic and diastolic blood pressure. We copied these, we brought them here, and we came to insert plotted a scattered plot. Ah, so probably we may not be able to. Let me see if I can arrange it on the same page. I don't know why it's actually coming off like that. Systolic, diastolic blood pressure. See, it should be. Okay, we've moved this to the side. We're going to try to create another plot. So now, let's say we want to plot a line plot. We have in Nigeria, for example, we want to record the number of deaths in Nigeria for every year. So we are starting with 2000 and year 2000. So we say in year 2000, we have another one, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Aha. I'm not. I think everybody saw what happened. Can you see where the numbers are, and can you see where this is actually happening? Where this is. It's because of the typographical error I have. So it is not considered like a number. That is why it is keeping it in this way. So if I remove this now and I move down now, so it's going to fix it. 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, and 2010. So we have something like this. Let me insert a row here, and I call this place hi. This machine is not very, very responsive. This PC is not very responsive. I think it has a very low RAM. That's why it's behaving like this. Aha, so we have year here, and we have death. So for example, in year 2000, we lost 200 people. In 2001, we lost 300 people. In 2002, we lost 215. So 2003, we lost, say, 400. 2004, we lost 500. 2005, there was a stampede, so we lost 1,000. In 2006, we were very careful because of the number we lost, so we reduced our death rate to 50 for that year. In 2007, we became careless again. We went to 400. In 2008, COVID-19, COVID-08 broke out. So we lost, let's say, we lost 3,000 people. In 2009, the death rate has not dropped significantly. So we have 2,400 deaths in 2010. So the thing is trying to cooperate now. So we lost 1,000 people. So if we have a data like this, for example, and we want to plot the trend in year, so what we are going to do is, let me, I don't want to copy this thing to another page. Control C, Control V. Mhm. Mhm. I actually want to create something that a very a static dashboard. That's why I'm trying to move it to another page. It will be easier to create a very nice dashboard that we can present to our stakeholders. But this PC is actually giving us a bit of challenge. And I think it's because of the RAM. The RAM is quite small. I think it has a 4 gig RAM. It is why it is behaving like this. Oh, it pasted it when it took time. So now, from here, we can, I think I'm going to leave everything here for a start. So from here now, we can do something called a, we can create a pivot table for this. So here is pivot table. You come to insert, there's recommended, but it is best you do pivot table because it gives you flexibility. You can do whatever you like on your own. But for recommended pivot table, it will just create something for you. It may not necessarily be that thing that you want. So if you want to create a pivot table, it tells you to select the range of your data. So this is what I just did now. If the range of my data is this entire, let me say cancel. If the range of my data, I say insert pivot table. If the range of my data is this entire data frame here, it will allow us to take it. You just select it, press Shift Control, arrow to the left, Shift Control, same Shift Control, arrow down. So it takes the entire data set and you click OK. So it brings the entire column here. So you can create your pivot table based on this. So we can now start creating our chart. But I want to use these two columns to create our line chart. So I come to insert, I say pivot table. I say OK. So now I can bring year to rows and bring date to values. So with this now, I can now come to insert, then I can come to line plot. These are line plots. So I can tell it to give me something like this, something like this, something like this. Now, that's what we want. I come to insert, I pick the line plot, can say something like this. So it is going to give us the trend of a death. So when it was 2000 and it was year 2000, this is a number of people we lost. We lost just 200 people. In year 2001, we lost 300 people. And here is the lowest with 50 people, 2006. And if you look at our data here, we have 2006. And if we have the peak here, the peak is 3000 because of the outbreak of a particular epidemic. So That was why we have something in this I actually want to move this through X. I hope it will act fast for me now. Please, let's be patient for this thing. Okay, plus I come to the side of this and I do a Control V. So it's taking time though. And this is working. Now, so plotting visualization with Excel is mostly done with pivot tables. You plot from your pivot table. That is the most thing. It actually is only this particular scattered plot that forms in this particular format. So let's go on with our visualization. So now, so we want to create another pivot table. For every time you want to create a different pivot table, for this pivot table, these are its own components. For every time you want to create another one, you come by the side, you come to insert, click pivot table. It tells you to select the range of your data. I want to have from this. I do shift control arrow to the right, then arrow to the top to select my data range. I say okay. So for example, now my boss tells me they want to know the number of people in education, that they want to know the number of people in each category of education. So what I'm going to do is I'll bring education, I bring it down here. So we have to do a little bit of data cleaning before we start with our plotting. So I'm very sorry, I skipped that. I can come to data here. I come to data. The first thing I do is remove duplicates. Yes, remove duplicates from everything. Select all. So no duplicate value was found. So we can now do filter. So we'll come to filter and we try to remove the missing values. So in education, there's missing values. I say, okay. I come to current smoker. There's no missing value. Cigarettes per day. Cigarettes per day, they are missing values. BP medication, they are missing values. Prevalence of stroke, there's no missing value. Prevalence of hypertension, no missing value. Diabetes, there's no missing value. Total cholesterol, let me see. Yes, there are missing values on the total cholesterols. Systolic blood pressure, no missing value. Diastolic blood pressure, no missing value. Body mass index, we have missing values. Heart rate, we have missing value. So I uncheck this one. So it removes the missing value for everyone I uncheck. For glucose, we have missing value. I uncheck it, and we are good to go. So now, let me come back here now. Where are we doing our plotting? Okay. So I think there is a refresh somewhere. Refresh all. And drop the NA. So now I can now bring the same education, I bring it under value. So it counts the number of every category there. It counts the number of every category. So we can now plot this one now. We come to insert, we use bar chart. So it's sort it for us 1, 2, 3. One has the highest number, followed by two. I think one are those with primary level of education, or those people that don't have formal education. These are primary level of education, secondary level of education, then these are tertiary level of education. So it goes like that. So we have something like this. So we'll be able to achieve this. We can show this to our boss. We cut this one and bring it to plots. I can place it under here. Just give me a minute so that the thing will load and I want to paste it there. Which I think I can paste now, Control V. Another session of waiting. Okay, so we have it now. Now, assuming on the same chart, so this is bar chart. So another type of chart we can have with this one that is closely related with the bar chart is the pie chart. They are used to represent the same type of data. They are used to represent the same type of data. But when the unique category of a row are very much, we just have 4 categories here. For example, we have like 10 categories. Bar chart will not be a very, very good representation for this. It will not be a very good pictorial representation for the data. So look at here now, we have 4 of them. I can cut this one. Let's us just leave it here for a while. We can leave it here while we do other things so that it will not take our time. So we can have something like this. Now, my boss now comes and tells me, okay, now I've seen the distribution of the category across. I have seen the count of each category. Now, I want to know the count with the people that have the coronary heart disease and the people that does not have coronary heart disease. I want to know the count for this first category. How many of them have coronary heart disease? How many of them don't have coronary heart disease? For this category, how many of them have coronary heart disease? How many of them don't have coronary heart disease? So we cannot bring another category here. This one tells us that, this one is actually representing the thing I just brought in, but I don't actually want this for this particular plot. So I can change this one to another type of plot. And change it to another type of plot here. Okay, insert. I come to the bar, then I say I want column bar chart. So the blue one represents the people without the disease, while the orange one represents the people with the disease. If we can look at this very well, looking at the data, we will not automatically know this, that the people that has the disease more are in the category of those that don't have formal education, followed by probably the people that are well educated. They go to the clinic and they stick with their medication. They adhere to their medication. But the people that are not so educated, they don't really have understanding. So that is why they are actually they have the most number. They have the highest number. So we can reduce this. So we can take this to our can take this power to create our dashboard data. So another type of plot I will like to mention, another type of plot I would like to mention okay, we have let us see if we come to the insert, we have done this chart, okay, waterfall, what is the, let me see the best use for waterfall here. Okay, I think we can use waterfall for this too, but we should actually select this and this. That is all allow me. Then please bring it back on. So now let me use this waterfall plot for this. Waterfall. Some charts cannot be combined with other charts. Let me use waterfall for this one. Right now. This is another category. Yes, this one. This one is not working too. So if you look at this, let me just tell you to let's try here. If you look at this, to give us a category, the fourth are the largest. Nah, 4 is not the largest. 1 is supposed to be the largest. Now, sincerely, I don't know why this is coming up. Okay, now. So there are different other plots that we can use. This is a, we call it the whisker plots, box plots or whisker plots. Box plots are used to represent our data in box plots are used to represent our data there in the sense that it shows us the distribution of that data on the plots on each for each category. It shows us the distribution. It shows us the minimum, the maximum, the 25 percentile, the 50 percentile, 75 percentile. It shows us on that plot like that. But I don't know why it's not coming up for this particular plot. I don't know why it's not coming up. For everything you can use bar plot for. You can also use a bar chart for. You can also use the box plot form. So let me move this one. I hope it does not take us too long time to do now. Okay, good. It's actually coming up fast now. Okay, we have something here. But we actually want this to be a cluster bar chart. So get back I'll get back this new X. I'll bring it to plots. I can place this here. I can paste it down here, Control V. So if I want to create a dashboard with this, I can easily come here. I select everything. You select everything with this triangle key here. So you can come to layout. There are a place where grid lines view. I can say don't show any grid lines. So it has gotten rid of all the grid lines now. So I can reduce the size of this. To reduce Mhm. So I can create something that I want to show to our stakeholders. You can take this one off because it has another representation already. Okay, I can convert this one to a let me see here and this and see. So these and these are the same thing. So I have to create a different um control C. Another way you can create a pivot table is this control copy it and paste it. Then come here and come here to you know, okay, we closed our we close the pivot table option, so I can come insert another pivot table. So I come here to the range to select what I want. I take it from here, shift control, arrow left, arrow down. I click OK. So I did education, the category. I did education as value. Then I plotted it. I want to use it. Insert, not use it. Do not chat. No, it's bringing the any value. Any value. So you can remove the any value from here. So this is what we have. I can cut this one, move it to our plot, and delete this one now. Control V, Control V. Where are we? So we have our plot here. We reduce it. Can bring this one here by the side. Okay, something else we can do, we have a little bit of time. Another thing we can do is we can plot the, let me pick this. And pick each column, Control C. I think we can plot the Control V. We can plot, insert. Right, this is not showing us anything. Okay, let's work with what we have. Let's work with what we have. We can decide to format this, make our own designs. Change column. Can tell it to use Sorry, the Excel has hanged again. Wow, the Excel is off again. Wow. Okay, the Excel is off again. I hope it's going to at least take us somewhere so that we'll not start from the beginning. Six zero three. Ah, wow. Okay, we can quickly make some plots. Let's start with our starter plot. Going to insert. And make our starter plots. I sincerely apologize for the challenges we are having today.
No problem, sir. We understand.
This is one. Wow, the Excel is off again. So I'm going to make a dashboard, an Excel dashboard that I will send to the group before the end of today.
Okay, sir.
I'll send an Excel dashboard to you. And whatever question anybody has, we can address it on the group as well.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. I mean, the class has been informative, sir. I have a request for you, sir. Sir, I want to know if it's possible. Can we get like an assignment? We need an assignment so that we can, let the students have something to work on before the next class.
Okay.
So they have something.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. By the grace of God, I am also going to send an assignment too.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That will be.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you
very much, sir.
So the class was recorded. So once the class is over, I'll send the recording over to the students so that they can watch it in case they miss some parts, so that it also help them in their assignments.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. It has been a great pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Bye, sir. All right, Salami, do you have anything to say before the class is over? Bashira.
No. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I do not have anything to say. I'm so sorry if it feels like I'm not contributing, because I usually go over my notes and then ask questions on the group. I don't know. Is that okay by you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. So we'll be getting an assignment after this class. So for you to try your hands on stuff. All right. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.